Why pediatric clinical research?
The multinational pediatric clinical trials are very important to boost pediatric research, to ensure that children receive appropriate, safe, and effective treatment and care. And we should not forget that actually the clinical trials in children are really challenging because of having additional complexities due to the safety concerns, the ethical considerations, informed consent, lower prevalence of the disease, and specifically different age groups makes it more complicated. And we then have a need to have tailored study designs and also appropriate medicine formulations. And in addition to this, conducting clinical trials in children requires specific competencies and infrastructure.
Why PedCRIN?
The objective of the PedCRIN project that was funded by the EU framework program Horizon 2020 was to develop and to enhance the existing ECRIN capacity for the setup and the management of academic pediatric clinical trials. The project started in January 2017, was coordinated by ECRIN, involved key pediatric stakeholders, and ended in June 2021 with a lot of positive outcomes for the pediatric community.
What are the outcomes of the PedCRIN project?
The outcomes of PedCRIN were actually remarkable, and this includes, first of all, the support that was provided by PedCRIN through a competitive call to the three clinical trials for their multinational expansion in the countries other than the sponsor country, meaning that that was the country where the trial initially started. And that the support that was provided by PedCRIN to the sponsors of the clinical trial was provided by PedCRIN, ECRIN partners, clinical trial units, the experienced staff, and this support particularly covered the regulatory and ethical approvals, the quality control through on-site monitoring, and the trial management. Which was actually key to the setup and conduct of the trials, and the completion in accordance with support that was provided by PedCRIN, and the services that were included in that support were acknowledged and appreciated by the investigators of the three trials, and they thought that without PedCRIN support, the multinational expansion of these trials would have not been possible. Another important achievement of PedCRIN is the development of tools and procedures to support and set up multinational neonatal and pediatric trials in Europe. These tools have been actually developed to train and support the researchers and pediatric clinicians so that they can run and manage both pediatric and neonatal multinational clinical trials in a more effective and easier way.
What is the sustainability plan for PedCRIN?
In addition to what was mentioned, the project was a great opportunity to develop the partnership with the pediatric research community and to better understand and fulfill their needs. PedCRIN sustainability is really important to avoid duplication, fragmentation, and overlaps, to clarify the role of generic research infrastructure such as ECRIN versus pediatric investigator network. The next step is to develop a stable partnership at operational and governance level, ensure efficient coordination and optimal use of resources and competencies.